Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm RexFinance, and today we're going to be talking about how I've tripled up my stock portfolio over the past month. It's been an insane journey, and you already know I had to bring out the fedora for this video. Before we get started, I just want to say the support has been insane, and I thank you very, very much. We just hit 4,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and we're already over 4,500 subscribers. 5,000 is on the way. So if you guys are new or returning and not yet subscribed, you guys are missing out. So that subscribe button better be turned gray by the end of this video. Otherwise, I'm going to be upset. But speaking of a couple weeks ago, I released my video titled My $5,000 Robinhood Stock Market Portfolio. And like I said, I've near tripled up my stock market portfolio over the past few weeks, and it's been absolutely insane. So if you look behind me, the value of my portfolio currently is $16,652.45. Now, this actually hit a peak of $17,500 today. So I'm going to title this video my $17,000 stock market portfolio, and I better not get any haters for being $500, not even $350 short of $17,000, because chances are tomorrow I'm going to hit that number and maybe even $18,000 at some point during the day. So you may be wondering, how have I tripled up my stock market portfolio over the past month? If we look at the SPY, the markets have been flat over the past month, and I'm just sitting here chilling with 141% return over the past month. That's just insane. So how have I done that and beat the markets so well? Well, it all has to do with Workhorse Stock, and I'm well known for my Workhorse position on YouTube. I'm one of the few YouTubers that have actually covered the company, and honestly, that's where a lot of you guys come from. A lot of my traffic comes from researchers into Workhorse Group, the company. But also, I've deposited around $1,500, which really helped me pass the $10,000 threshold. Now, Workhorse did help with my market gain, obviously, to get to that $10,000, but the $1,500 on top of that was also very helpful. And ever since I hit that $10,000 threshold, things have just kind of snowballed and accumulated much more quickly. I'm getting used to $1,000 plus days. Now, that's a lot, especially when it's carried just by one company, because to be honest, my other two positions, EROS International and Revolve Group, have been down over the past month quite a bit, especially the Revolve. Revolve was around $19 a share not long ago. It's already back below $15 a share. My cost basis on EROS International is $3.20, but it's down to $3.05. Now, I do think with EROS, I'm going to double my money by the end of July easily with their merger coming up. So if you want to do more research into that company, I suggest you do that because that's free money in my opinion. So just knowing the demographics of my viewers on the channel, I'm sure most of you know that Workhorse stock has been up insane over the past month, 244%. It hit $10 a share today before it backed down because people sold once it hit that $10, because that's kind of a mental barrier for most people where they think, oh, I should sell out. I'm not saying that's wrong. It might be smart because who knows if this will actually go above $10 and further, but I have a good idea that it will, and I'll share more with you of why I think that is later in the video, so stay tuned. So today, when Workhorse was at its $10 per share, I actually hit my first ever 5-figure total return on a stock. This number down here, total return, was over $10,000, and that was just kind of eye-opening to me. Like, wow, I have 17 grand to my name. I'm a 19-year-old. That is a lot of money. Now, I've had a goal. I created this goal when I went to college that I want to pay off every single loan that I take out for each year of college the summer after I take the loan out, or the summer after the school year ends. And this year, I'm going to easily be able to do that. If I sold my entire Workhorse position, I'd have $400 to spare because I only owe $13,500 back to Wells Fargo. But the fact that there's so much of the summer left is very promising to me because I think Workhorse is going to be a $20 stock plus by the end of the summer by the time I go back to college. And on top of that, I can make another $2,000 or $3,000 just from my day job. So I'm not going to have to take out all of my investment money just to pay off this loan, which is a big deal. I'm going to be able to leave $5,000 to $10,000, if not more, invested is my goal. So some of you may be wondering, is it too late to buy Workhorse Group? Like I said, it's up 244% over the past month, which is insane. If we go to the 1-year chart, I'll show you the area where I bought in. It was right in here where I bought in towards the end of May, so a little after that, but my cost basis on Workhorse is $2.84. So I really bought most of my shares at $3, but then I averaged down as it sank down to $2.50 per share, because I knew the value of what I held was more than what the stock market was portraying the company as. Now, as you can see over the past weeks, man, this thing has skyrocketed to levels we haven't really seen since its IPO in 2015. So we're hitting new all-time highs. Is it too late to invest? Are we going to be stuck at these all-time highs? Are we not going to break these levels? In my opinion, we're going to. But I'm not going to recommend people to buy this company at $9.33 a share either if they're in it for the short term. However, if you're looking 6 months, even 3 months to the next 5 years, if you can hold it 3 months to the next 5 years, you're going to make a positive return on this investment. There's so many catalysts going on for Workhorse currently. The USPS deal, the $6.3 billion contract. It doesn't take a genius to figure out who's going to get the majority of that contract. There's 4 companies remaining that could possibly get a piece of that contract. And guess who the only all-American company is? Workhorse. Do you think the United States Postal Service is going to give their contract to somebody that's not in the United States? No. So just based on that information, we know that Workhorse is more than likely going to get the bulk of that contract, which really values their company a lot higher than it's currently valued at $600 million market cap. If they get that $6.3 billion contract, I mean, we're looking at a $40 to $50 stock just like that. In addition to that, yesterday they completed their FMVSS, so Federal Safety Standards testing for their delivery vehicles, and they're the only one of those 4 companies that have completed that testing. So once again, who's going to get that contract? I don't know, maybe Workhorse. So if you have the nuggets to hold this for 3 months or longer, you're going to make money. But if you are tight on money and you need access to your capital immediately, I would not suggest investing in Workhorse. However, I do think it's going to continue to rise and rise and rise, especially with Mike Pence speaking at Lordstown tomorrow at the Lordstown Endurance Truck reveal. If you guys are watching before that reveal, I would suggest buying some shares and flipping them during the day, because when the Lordstown Endurance is revealed and Mike Pence speaks, Workhorse is going to get a lot of national attention and a lot of millionaires are going to be buying into this company. So I thought we could go through 2 positions that I'm eyeing that could possibly be my next Workhorse, meaning my double up, triple up of my money. Now, I will say I am just now getting into the research of these companies, so I'm not saying go out and invest blindly in them. Do your own research, just like I spent hours and hours researching Workhorse. If I wanted to, I could talk about Workhorse for an hour plus nonstop. That's the kind of research you need to do on these companies before you invest in them. That's how I kind of found the diamond in the rough. So, we're going to get into this, but keep in mind that I have not done all of my research yet. But I do really like these 2 companies. So the first company I'm looking at, and this is a very, very risky investment. So like I said, do your own research. But GEVO, I really, really like the prospects of this company for the next 5 years. This is no short-term play that I'm looking at. This is a play I'm looking for the next 2 to 5 years. This is going to take a while for GEVO to turn around. We're going to need oil prices, gas prices, all of that to recover, and they are, but it's going to take more time. The ethanol industry is going through the tank right now, so we're going to need ethanol to also recover, because ethanol is the highest margin product that GEVO manufactures. So if we read the About section on Robinhood, which does a pretty good job explaining companies, GEVO is a renewable chemicals and next generations biofuels company which focuses on the development and commercialization of renewable alternatives to petroleum-based products. They are working on developing a fuel that is zero or negative emission for jets, farm equipment, a no emission diesel fuel, no emission gasoline, all of this stuff that helps the environment drastically. Investing in electric stocks like Nikola, Tesla, Workhorse makes little sense if the electricity that charges these vehicles is being created by burning fossil fuels. So companies like GEVO are really the future. They're what makes my investments make sense, if that makes sense. It's the missing piece of the puzzle. So again, I'm not done researching this company, but for the next 5 years, this might be a pretty good hold. You might get a really, really good return. So the next company I'm potentially looking at is Microvision. Again, this is a pretty small company, but a lot of people do own it as well because they can see the future of it. Microvision engages in the development of laser beam scanning technology. It is augmented reality, AR, MR, 3D reality, perceptive sensing, all of this stuff, which is the future. I mean, if you go to the investors relations page on Microvision's website, you're going to learn a lot about the company. Augmented reality reduces training time on jobs drastically, and it really is the future. And on top of that, Microsoft has not publicly came out and said that they're using Microvision's technology, but there was a deconstruction video of one of Microsoft's lead products, and they were using Microvision's technology in their goggles. So this is really a play kind of like Qualcomm or Skyworks Solutions, where Microvision is the chips maker, the technology maker that a bigger company uses in their products. So again, I think in the next, even year, 2 or 3 years from now, Microvision's going to be a pretty valuable company to be holding. Now again, I need to repeat it, I've done little research into these two companies, but I just thought I would include those two as my next potential big investment like Workhorse and how successful I've been with Workhorse. So I suggest all of you do some research on those two companies and let me know what you think. But to end today, I just want to say a massive thank you. I've received so many heartwarming comments from you guys about my videos, how they helped you make money. You share them with your friends and family, and they're family friendly and they're very useful to you. And that means a lot to me and it keeps me going. So I really, really, really appreciate that. In addition, I've made $150 plus just from my first month of doing stock market YouTube. That is just mind-boggling to me. And there's only room to grow from here. And I'll be doing a video soon titled Investing My First YouTube Paycheck. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now before you miss the train. We're well on our way to 5,000 subscribers. So with that, guys, that's all I had for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back on Friday with a brand new video. So have a great rest of your Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be back on Friday. Peace out.